Hello CBBC, I'm Pav and you're live with News Round. Coming up in the next 3 minutes. Heatwave predicted on the hottest day of the year so far. And Norman, the record-breaking pedal-pushing pooch. But first, French officials say a fault with the track caused a passenger train to crash near Paris yesterday. At least 6 people were killed and 30 injured when the train came off the tracks and crashed into a station platform at rush hour. Accidents like this are very rare, and the train's driver has been praised for preventing an even bigger crash. Karim saw what happened.
The first thing we heard was a massive noise and the ground was shaking as well. Then when I looked through the window, I could see a big cloud of dust and like stones thrown away everywhere. And the second thing was a train completely destroyed and turned upside down as well.
Next, it's time to get the sun lotion and the sunnies out, as today is expected to be the hottest day of the year so far. Temperatures could reach a sizzling 31 degrees, and the Met Office reckons the heat wave could stick around for up to 2 weeks. And it's not just hot for us. The penguins at London Zoo have been in need of a little help keeping cool.
I've given them today fish that is frozen in sort of an ice bucket, so ice fish lolly. Now they really like that because as soon as it goes in the water it floats and the penguins start playing with it, and it kind of keeps them cool as well. If they rub against it, it will keep them cool.
On the website, we've been asking what fun in the sun you guys are getting up to, and Yasmin in Dagenham says, I'm going swimming with my mates today. I might have a fever, but that isn't going to stop me having fun. We also had a message from Jessica in Yeovil, and her family are going to a big field to have a picnic. Later on, they're watching an air show. And Theo in Reading says, I have my party today and we'll be watching a movie, then going down to the park. We are going to be stuffed. And footy next, and England's footballers didn't get off to the best start at the Women's Euros in Sweden. Despite twice coming back from a goal down, England were beaten 3-2 by Spain after a stoppage-time own goal by England's keeper Karen Bardsley. England will need to bounce back in their next game against Russia on Monday.
I think credit to the Spanish, they did very, very well. I don't think we got out of first gear. We were very, very nervous. I don't know why. You know, the occasion maybe did well to come back in it. We didn't play today, so unfortunately Spain deserved winners, I think.
And finally, if you love bizarre world records, you'll love this. A French sheepdog called Norman has become the fastest canine to travel 30 metres on a scooter. It took him 21 seconds, and after posing for photos, Norman celebrated his achievement with a quick bike ride. What a legend! Amazing stuff. Head to the website to check out our photo gallery of this amazing Dalek maze, made of maize. Well, that's all from me. Newsround's back right here in about half an hour. See you later. In Cairo's Tahrir Square, the fireworks and celebrations went on all night. For the second time in 3 years, they kicked out a president they didn't want. Mohamed Morsi was the leader of the country, but a lot of people were unhappy because they didn't feel that he was tackling the country's money problems very well. So to show their anger, they took to the streets to protest. And as those protests became more violent, the army had to get involved.
This is the moment we've been waiting for 2 years and a half. For every single blood that have been shed in this country, we've been waiting for this moment.
The Egyptian army had given the president a 48-hour deadline, telling him to start listening to Egypt's people or they'd step in. And they did. The general of the army went on TV last night announcing they'd taken power from the president. Today, they put Egypt's top judge, Adli Mansour, in charge as temporary president. He'll work with the Egyptian army to keep peace until a new leader is chosen in the elections.
We never support in countries the intervention by the military, but what we need to happen now in Egypt is for democracy to flourish and for a genuine democratic transition to take place.
But there are worries the violence isn't over. Millions of people still support Morsi's party, the Muslim Brotherhood, and they've said they won't give up.
Will stay in all the squares in Egypt from now until the legitimate president, Mohamed Morsi, returns to the presidential palace.
Back in Tahrir Square today, the crowds have thinned and most people have gone home. It seems their first democratically elected president wasn't exactly what they'd hoped for. The big question now is, can they get it right next time?